Okay, so first step in um, getting the sheet done, and I had to do a couple things because I just don't quite have the space to, um, stretch out the sheet um, all straight and everything. So what I had to do, because I needed to determine where the middle of the sheet was, so I first folded this in half lengthwise, and then with a tape measure measured about where the middle was. Um, and so I don't know if you can see it in the middle of your screen. There's a little blue line, or well, I'll point at it right there. And so that's actually the middle where I want to start. And as I begin to uh, bind this sheet together, everything will kind of come into place. So what we're going to need is I have a pair of hemostats here because this is going to help me get a nice tight grip on the middle of the sheet there. So and this will be washed later, so I do need to kind of walk over it, and I'm going to come back over to the side here. All right. So just going to try and spread it out as straight as I can right here in the middle. And then I'm just going to take the hemostats, get a nice pinch of fabric right there in the middle, tighten these, and then just begin to twist like any other spiral. The tricky part is kind of keeping everything down and in place. Let's see, let me start that again. Actually, I'm not going to pinch as much as I did. Okay, let me just try. Maybe I should pinch more. Let's try. Okay. Alright. So just begin turning like any other spiral. Oops, lost it. Okay. Alright, and once I start gaining a little room back in here, then I can kind of move this around a little bit. So now that I kind of have a good chunk of the middle bound up, I'm going to try to kind of spread out the sides here. Okay. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, because I want to try and keep this intact here, but it's not going to be one giant spiral. What I want to do now is add 4 spirals, or a spiral in each of the 4 corners. And for that, I'm just going to use clothespins and just kind of trying to eyeball, making sure they're roughly about the same spot on each side. So now I'm just going to start twisting each corner. I'm going to kind of do it in sections, not twist one corner all at once. I want to try and keep it somewhat even. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and stop this video, and then once I have it all tied up, I'll show you the next piece.